Hello everyone and welcome. In this kind of special Minecraft tutorial, I'm going to be doing a building that a lot of people have requested since I started doing these videos, and that's a medieval themed town spawn area. So I wanted to make this building have two main characteristics. One, that it would fit in well with a medieval town, and the other being that it could be used functioning on the server. So, you know, if you've got a spawn area, there's plenty of space for signs and information and, you know, whatever else people need. So a lot of people have requested this, so I hope they all like it. And let's get started with the tutorial. So for starters, we're going to take a 16 by 16 plot, as per usual. In the front of it, we're going to put in a 4-wide cobble road. So you can see here, I've marked the edges, the corners of the plot with sponges, just so you get an idea of the general area. Coming in from the road, well, immediately next to the road I should say, we're going to place 4 high pillars, and we're going to place 8 of these, and they're going to have a gap of 4 in between, so you can kind of see the pattern here. Forms a nice little grid. On top of this, we're going to put some double slabs in a ring around the front like this, and you can fill in the rest with whatever floor material you want. In this edition I have chosen planks. So let's move on to the next phase. So in this next phase we've added some kind of detailing to the pillars to give it a nice kind of vaulted arch effect. And the way we do this is pretty simple. In whatever material you're using, in this case it's stone bricks. If I just grab some half slabs here, you can see. So basically, let's say each pillar starts off like this. Basically we're going to take some stone bricks, put them here, here and here. Then stairs, there and there. And then put the half slabs just there. So pretty simple, but it gives a really nice vaulted arch effect when you're done, and the whole thing looks well supported. So yeah, that's actually it for that phase. Moving on, we've basically made almost the exact same pattern actually. It's basically alternating between pillars made of stone brick and cobble. We're going to put in this pattern in the back, and basically what it is you take the stone bricks, you put them in columns with a space of 4 in between, you fill in the rest with cobble, and continue around so that you have a full ring. So this is placed directly next to the previous phase, so you can see that the walls are nicely filled in. We've also added a raised threshold, which is double slabs here and stone brick stairs. The floor of this area has been laid out in double slabs, though again you can use whatever material you like. The inside has been done in planks. Again, whatever material you like. I like the look of this set. Whoa, sorry, massive frame rate drop. So yeah, I like the look of these materials together. So that's it for that phase. Moving on up, you can see, as you know, before we had the sort of semicircular area with the stone slabs. What we've done is put double slabs all around the edge, and then in this corner, on top of the wall, we've put stone slabs coming in and across, and basically you can kind of see these rest on top of the pillar below, so it gives quite a nice effect. The entire area is then filled in with planks, and for the staircase what I've done is alternated between half slabs and full blocks, and then underneath the half slabs I've basically placed upside down half slabs again, so it gives this nice kind of staggered effect going up in a spiral going around. So yeah, that's it for that phase. In this next phase we've added pine log pillars for the upper floor. Basically, if you come across the front, you can see they're resting on top of where the other pillars are down below. So it gives quite a nice effect. I have no idea how that egg got there. There's a stray chicken around somewhere. Coming along the sides, we basically skip 2, add another pillar, skip 2, add another pillar, and then skip 4. And then this is this kind of pattern then follows the stone pillars down below, and that's basically the same all around. And then in this corner over where the stairs are, these pillars are all 8 blocks high instead of 4, as this is where the tower is going to be. So yeah, that's about it for that. In this next phase what we've done is filled in all the gaps in the walls with wool, with the exception of the ones inside. This gives a much more open effect. On top of this, between all the pillars and on top of all the other pillars, we placed a ring of planks all around the edge. We've also placed a row of planks here and here, And coming over to the front, instead of planks, what we've done is placed more wool blocks. So these are 6 wide and then 4 wide in the pattern you can see in front of your eyes through the magic of video. In front of all this, we've just placed a row of half slabs, as this kind of gives a nice jettied effect to the roof later. Okay, so the way you want to build a roof is just alternate between full blocks and half slabs. And it looks a little complicated here, but basically if you take this corner here to be the edge of the roof and build your way in, then that's probably the easiest way to go about it. For this front bit, looks slightly more complicated. Basically, if I take all this off, you can see how it works. So basically this is what we had before. We place a full block here and a half slab on top of that one. Then half slab, full block, half slab, full block, half slab. So it gives a nice staggered but kind of gradual sloping effect, which, I don't know, to me it adds a kind of official aspect to the building. You can see this kind of roof is continued all the way along, except for where the tower is, where it looks like it's been sliced away, because these are going to have a slightly different structure. So yeah, that's it for that phase. In this next phase, we've added wool to the walls of the tower, around every side, even the ones that are covered up. And then on top of this, we've added in just some ordinary wooden stairs and half slabs on the corners. On the inside, you can see we've placed another log on the inside of where that was, and that goes up 4 high total. So it appears to be 3 high here, but it actually goes down 1 more inside, as you can kind of see there. So yeah, that's about it for that phase. It's just ordinary pine logs and wool on the inside. So yeah, moving on. This phase looks a little complicated, but bear in mind this is where we were before. Basically place half slabs and stairs around these edges, and then you want to place 4 more pine logs going up, so that it's kind of a 3x3 square. Basically this gives a really nice effect. It looks kind of staggered and a little bit shambled, but also it dominates the landscape as well, which is the main thing. You see we've also placed some full wooden slabs here, and after resetting the time, you can see for the roof it's basically a 3x3 block of ordinary wooden planks. Then we place the half slabs around it. In the center, you're going to place a full block, put some half slabs in kind of a cross formation, and then put another half slab on top, and this gives quite a nice effect. So that's it for the main structure, so let's move on to the details. So in this version, all I've added are windows to the front. Obviously, if your building isn't stuck directly onto other buildings, then you can add as many windows as you like. This texture pack makes the wool blocks look a little funnier, but I'd recommend finding a texture pack that makes them all join seamlessly, as this creates a much nicer effect. So on the inside you can see I've added a fireplace to this section of the wall, just because there was nothing else there, and I wanted to break up the structure. I haven't actually furnished this thing, and that's largely because the idea behind this is that it would be a building for a particular server, so you can divide up the inside as you like. You can maybe put in some corridors that people can walk down to read the rules, or if you're just doing this on a solo build and you want to have a nice central kind of area, I'd suggest placing maybe a podium down for people to speak, maybe some chairs in kind of an audience room. This could double up as a courtroom or whatever you want. It's basically up to you how you want to use this building. But again, the kind of idea behind it is a server spawn building, as that's what people requested. So yeah, there you go. Nice medieval town hall. The only other details worth mentioning are that for the fireplace, I completely knocked out this wall and put in cobble, and added some glowstone lanterns to the tower just to make it more visible from far away. Yeah, aside from that, it's pretty much done. So that's all for now. Thanks again for watching. Oh, and actually I should say I normally do a little news segment in these tutorials, but I made a separate video for that today. As I had 50,000 subscribers, I wanted to make 3 videos, because I normally do 3 videos a week, but I wanted to do 3 in a day just to celebrate. So yeah, that's all for now. So thanks very much for watching. I've been Mr. Archer MC, and the next Roma tutorial is coming up shortly. Bye!